Yeah, not yet. So, you know what? Let's jump into more Pegasus. They're a bit longer. More Pegasus has been doing like half-hour videos lately, so gonna be a little long one. But he does cover a range of topics. So my guess is this one is Hassan hammocking in regards to Dan Clancy being called up in front of Congress. So this should prove to be quite entertaining, I would say. And I'm also wondering if more Pegasus is also going to talk about Destiny, because Destiny has been getting into some shit lately too. Hi, wait! Ray, is it your birthday today?
Hassan put a MAGA hat on and he looked scared when Trump was saying he's going to go after influencers who have been promoting violence during the thing in Glendale, Arizona.
Really? Okay, well maybe that's his... Ray, is it your birthday today? Hold up. Is it your birthday? I must know. No, not yet, Hendrix, I'm asking. Ray made it sound like it, but I want to confirm. Is it your... Yay! Okay. Before we jump into the reacts.
Cheer 100 for the YouTube frogs. You show up for the redhead but stay for the scuffed mic TM.
It's not my microphone that's scuffed, it's my voice changer. I can't do anything about it, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Everybody, everyone, please wish Ray a very happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ray. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Ray. I hope you were able to have a wonderful birthday today. Oh, I got a birthday on my stream again. Yay! I love birthdays on my screen. Oh, I gotta move you guys up. I never shifted you guys back up after the Caleb react yesterday. Let me shift you guys up really quick. There we go. Now you are at the appropriate height. Alright, chat. Let's get into this. It's time to see just how much he fucked up. Again. And see if it'll actually bite him on the ass. Let's do it.
Welcome back to a series so devious. Even Light Yagami subscribed. In today's video, Hassan continues his beef with Destiny after a chatter suggested they're quite similar and should join forces. Hassan is incredibly offended. Hassan is now calling Twitch a right-wing platform. Literal brain.
NANI?!
What? I'm sorry? Fucking what? Okay. This just got good. I cannot fucking wait to hear this. Let's fucking go.
Worms. Trump is calling out influencers and potentially Hassan? Liberals are calling out Hassan for making them lose the election. Hassan responds, insisting that he's always right in his predictions. Spoilers, verifiably untrue. Ultimate degenerate Destiny has officially been demonetized on YouTube for 90 days, and it may—
Yes, I heard about this. And he might be getting his account banned too. I don't know if Pegasus is going to go into this. He is going to cover it. Okay, he'll go into it.
Potentially be extended. Destiny is desperately trying to backtrack now, saying that he actually doesn't support political violence after YouTube punished him. He's fighting back.
So that was a fucking lie.
Titan, thank you for the tier 3. Thank you so Thank you so much, Titan, for the tier 3. Thank you so very much. Okay, I am fucking pumped for this video. I am fucking pumped. I cannot wait to hear the absolute batshit insanity that is coming out of these two fucking nutcases that probably should have been locked in the loony bin a long fucking time ago. Yeah, Resin, Destiny got banned off of Twitch back in 2022. Destiny tried to do a gaslight. Okay, recently Destiny tried to gaslight on Twitter by whining and bitching, saying Elon got him banned off of Twitch and thus eliminated all of his revenue. But he was banned off of Twitch back in 2022, and he's never come back since. So he was lying and gaslighting on Twitter, trying to make it seem like Twitch just banned him when he's been gone for 3 fucking years. So...
Back at Hassan, calling him out for supporting terrorism and says that Trump should go after him. Loser streamer Miskiff made fun of
Hello, Titan. Welcome. I'm glad you've liked the YouTube videos. I hope you enjoy the live version as much. You picked a good one to join us on for your first time. This is going to get good.
And says that Trump should go after him. Loser streamer Miskiff made fun of the assassination and instantly got banned and then started crying about it. Subscribe or you gotta play a 7-hour game.
Pegasus is probably getting into it. Miskiff got banned for all of 2 fucking hours. Miskiff's ban was 2 hours long. He was unbanned after 2 fucking hours. Okay? Let's not act like this is a big thing. He basically got even less of a Hassan ban, okay? Miskiff, he's been around for a while, and I don't know, I've never watched him. I guess some people like him. I don't fucking know, but he basically made fun of the shooting, and Twitch banned him for all of like 2 fucking hours and then said, okay, you can come back again.
Of Monopoly with Hassan while he lectures you about communism. Hassan is an IQ of minus 45. Fuck. What do you think he should do, Jellywig?
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin with Hassan continuing his never-ending beef with Destiny. This is literally that one meme, 2 regards fighting right here. Basically, a chatter says that Hassan should unite with Destiny, you know, because they are so similar, both degenerate freaks who are massive creeps, and both advocate political violence. Equally insane, one of them supports terrorists, one of them wants to genocide all conservatives, which is half the country. So Hassan is incredibly offended by this.
Well, I mean, I can understand why. Hassan doesn't want to get all, like, goth edgy like Destiny is. Like, have you seen the fucking post that he put on his Twitter recently of him acting like some edgy goth fuck nugget? Of him standing behind a tree, like, half in shadow, at, like, you do not know what... He literally has the caption, you do not know what you have unleashed. Acting like he's some fucking super villain. I shit you not. He made this post on Twitter pretending like he's some big badass super villain that we should all be afraid of. And it's like, dude, you're that dumbass edgy goth kid that literally everybody makes fun of. Yes, Mechanist, that was a real fucking post. He put out that post, and then everybody immediately went,
Ember, that's an insult to
for the
supervillains.
memes.
Believe me, I know.
I mean, there. But I said wannabe supervillain. I did say wannabe supervillain, just for the clarity. But yeah, like, basically, Destiny put this post out acting like he is some massive edgelord that we should all be afraid of, and literally the internet went, that I can work with this, and just memed the ever-living fuck out of him for it. It's hilarious.
Hassan explains why he will never unite with Destiny.
The priority, imagine saying one disagreement, leave. Hassan is talking about needing to unite. I will never unite with Destiny. The best thing he can do is basically stop attacking me and privately live out the rest of his days in shame Do you understand? Are you fucking in?
I mean, Hassan, you can join him. You'll be you hot meat fucking kettle. You know, if Destiny has to live out his life in shame, as he should, fucking Hassan should be right there with him doing the same fucking thing. And by the way, can I just point out? This is exactly what I've been talking about with these types of content creators and these types of people in terms of their political ideologies. They're both left. They're both what they claim to be liberal, yet they will happily devour one another because they're not goose-stepping right in line with the way they think that you should do it. And so they will absolutely happily just attack and devour one another. Like, perfect fucking mainstream example right here. Both Hassan and Destiny claim, keyword, T fucking word, claim to be liberals. Again, we all know that's bullshit, but they claim it, and they will happily devour one another and try to destroy one another. They are the poster children for how their ideology aligned people work. Well, and Leo, that's what Pegasus did. Pegasus literally just put up the clip from the YouTube video of two retards fighting. He put it up there.
Insane. Yeah, let me unite with the cyber stalker with a fucking cult that has been up my asshole.
Also, and God, I had to pause it during that. Okay, fuck me. Zed, also true. The one thing that I will say though is that this is again, I've said this before, where it's like, okay, don't try and pretend it's only liberals that do this and conservatives don't. The liberals are just loud about it. The conservatives are quieter about it. That's continually what I've said before. Both of these ideologies do it. One just does it very loudly and one does it quietly. That's the difference between them.
Unite with the cyber stalker with a fucking cult that has been up my asshole, literally aligning with Republicans and neo-Nazis for the past fucking 6-7 years at this point, that has tried to actively deplatform me, demanded doxing his fucking enemies, whether they were formerly his allies or not, to turn around and let me just fucking sing kumbaya with that guy, who's also a serial sex pest. Get the fuck out of here. Go deal with him.
Yeah, the jury's still out on that for you too, Hassan. It's not like you are standing on some righteous hill that you can go, ha, I'm so much better than you. Motherfucker, you platform terrorists. Okay, Destiny might be a sex pest. Yes, he is. He's, he sucked off Nick Fuentes live on stream. But you platform terrorists, and you have literally screamed at your audience to kill people in graphic depictions. Don't even try to pretend like you are on some fucking moral high ground that you can actually try and dictate fuck all except for your way into a jail cell. All right, go fuck off with that shit.
Tell him to be productive. Tell him to fucking lock in on the real dangers instead of, once again, refusing to let up.
Dude, I love how
and there you go.
Hassan is. Like,
yes,
he isn't just as bad as that absolute freak. Also, did this guy just say that Destiny aligns with Republicans? Dude, he literally wants them dead, bro. What are you even on? I just don't understand. Destiny...
Oh, I understand. I understand. He's trying to make himself look good because he's panicking. He's panicking now that Dan Clancy has to get off of Hassan's cock for a few minutes and go in front of Congress, unless he says, no, fuck that. I want to go. I want to just like suckle on this micro dick a little bit more. But he's trying to distance himself from Destiny and try and say, oh no, he's the bad one. See, I'm the good liberal. He's the evil liberal. I'm the good one, don't you know? Because he's panicking. because he's feeling a lot of eyeballs on him that he don't want on him in any way, shape, or form. And so he's panicking. And he's trying to say, I'm so much different.
Wants conservatives removed from his country. Apparently he said he wants them to be afraid of being killed at public events, so they don't even speak anymore, right? They're not allowed to even voice their opinions because Destiny is so offended here.
You need conservatives to be afraid of getting killed when they go to events.
So I don't know how.
Yeah, I heard that clip. Motherfucker. How? Honestly, how Kick, if you're listening, I know I am a tiny voice. I fully appreciate I am a tiny voice. I fully appreciate that my opinion carries basically a gram of weight on the grand scale. But Kick, you really need to take a hard look at Destiny. You really do. You really need to take a hard look at Destiny and ask if that is someone that you want representing the platform. Do you really want someone representing the... Yes, Destiny is on Kick because he got booted off of Twitch. So he is on Kick. And Kick, you really need to take a hard look at him. Is Destiny really someone that you want representing the platform? It's, just like how people on Twitch want Hassan fucking gone because he is a psychopath that is calling for the death of people that don't fit his ideology. Is not Destiny the same fucking thing? Is not Destiny the same fucking thing on Kit? He just said that conservatives need to fear for their lives so they'll shut up. Are we not in the same venue? And so I think, especially with the fact that that the owners of streaming platforms are starting to get called up into Congress, I really think that Kick needs to take a hard look at Destiny. Because he is literally advocating for violence the same way Hassan is. And yeah, Kick is more lax. They are not as tight-fisted as Twitch is, which I do fully appreciate. I do fully appreciate that Kick is not as so tight-fisted on banning people the way Twitch is, and I fully appreciate that. In a positive way, I appreciate that. But there is a breaking point. There is a point where Kick needs to even go, no mas. They fucking, they banned people like Jackass Dumbass, and Johnny's gonna get his ass raped in prison because they went too far and they were just doing quote-unquote chaos streaming. And that's just running around causing mischief and causing chaos and fucking with people. And they banned them. Destiny literally calls for violence against people. So I think they need to take a hard look at him. I'm not trying to tell Kick how to run their business. It is their business, and I fully appreciate that I'm able to stream on their platform and that they are not as much of a bunch of dumbasses as Twitch is in terms of treating their content creators. I'm very appreciative of that. But there is a point where things go too far. And Destiny has reached that point a long time ago. Destiny, quite frankly, is unhinged. And realistically, I think that streaming is only feeding into Destiny's psychotic delusions. That's Destiny is, you can hear him getting worse. He is worse than me. We saw him on that Pierce Morgan clip. And he looks like shit. He looks like he's doing his best trying to do his best impression of Ted Kaczynski. He sounds fucking insane these days. And honestly, his stream is fostering it. Because he has an audience that will listen to him, it's only fostering his delusions. It's only fostering his mental health problems. And honestly, I think him leaving streaming at least for a while, is the best thing for his mental health. Because he's devolving rapidly.
Delusional Hassan actually is. Also, Hassan talking about doxing is hilarious considering what he did recently to Hutch and a bunch of other people as well. But yeah, honestly, I'm actually kind of loving this because this is two absolute morons arguing who is the bigger moron. Like, don't worry, both of you get gold medals here, all right? There's plenty to go around. Right, so then he says that
I mean, Blackwolf, as someone pointed out, Destiny has started trying to have these public, like, argue with me sessions. Like, Destiny was basically trying to emulate Charlie Kirk's style of debate by just, like, doing public forums, and no one would debate him. And everybody just laughed at him. And I think there is a conspiracy theory that Destiny is actually trying to court this same violence that took Charlie Kirk's life. Like, there's a conspiracy theory that he is hoping that he will get shot just like Charlie Kirk did, which, for the love of all that is holy, I hope that doesn't happen. I don't wish to see the man lose his life. But there's a conspiracy theory out there that he is trying to court the same fate that befell Charlie Kirk. And why is that, man? Because he's out of his gourd. Because Destiny is mentally unwell. He has a significant mental health issue, and I'm guessing he's on some kind of a martyr kick. He is like mentally fucked, and he's probably running on some kind of a martyr kick, like he's trying to be a martyr for the cause, because he sees the results of Charlie Kirk's death, and basically how he has been elevated to martyrdom status, and I think Destiny wants that for himself. I think he wants to be elevated to martyrdom status because that's the way his twisted brain may be working. And again, I do not want Destiny to lose his life the way Charlie Kirk did. But my fear is that he may be seeking it out. And that is terrifying. That someone is that he's willing to go those lengths. If that is what he is trying to do, that's incredibly fucked up, and he is in desperate need of psychological help. And Garrett, yes, it would be. I mean, the thing is, he hasn't professed it. But yes, if he actually did profess anything like that, then yes, that would 100% be classified as suicidal tendencies. But he hasn't said anything yet. So
Twitch is right-wing. You cannot make this shit up. This is terminal brainworms.
He said he would become a Trump supporter if Trump takes you out. His politics is just fuck Hassan. Exactly. And for a lot of child-brained losers out there, that unironically is all it takes. And he's played a formative role in creating this environment of people that just like professionally misunderstand me. It was a dedicated effort.
Motherfucker, there is no misunderstanding when you go on a stream and scream to your audience that they should be gutting people so their intestines can spill out onto a stage. There is no misinterpreting you screaming that the streets should run red with, quote, capitalistic blood. There's no misinterpreting that, asshole. We heard it loud and fucking clear, and now you're panicking because you suddenly realize, oh fuck, my words have consequences. You are now well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions, babe. And yes, also saying that people should kill Rick Scott. Yes, again, he's suddenly realizing words have consequences. That freedom of speech does not also equal freedom from consequences.
Fairly sophisticated smear campaign that has taken years and years. Whenever you see a fucking random dipshit out in the wild who's like, Hassan is pure evil and his politics are the worst thing I've ever seen. Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, he's not pure. I don't think he's pure evil. I think he's a psycho freak that is all for killing people that don't fit with his ideology. I think he's unfucking hinged and a sociopath and even possibly a psychopath and should be locked into a secure mental facility for the rest of his life. I don't consider Hassan evil. Hassan would be considered quote unquote pure evil if he actually started going out there and actually doing what he is actually screaming for his audience to. If he started doing that after having screamed it, then yeah, maybe then I'll look at you maybe evil. So far, he's just reeing into the void, and he is just as mentally unwell as Destiny. He's just slightly better at hiding it. Because the bottom line is he's a narcissist. But the bottom line. Hassan is a narcissist first and foremost. He does everything he says is to gin up his community to get them to donate to him. He does it for money. He is a narcissist above and beyond everything else. My guess is he probably doesn't even believe in about half of his ideology. But he does it because he gets subs, he gets bits, he gets donos from screaming that shit. And so that's why he keeps doing it.
I've ever seen. Nick Fuentes is better. That's, you could thank Destiny for that. Many of those guys also don't stay on Destiny's side. They come in for the resentment towards the left that he foments, and then they become Asmongold fans, or even go beyond Asmongold. They become Nick Fuentes fans. His son is a great example of this. He has played a formative role in Twitch becoming as right-wing as it has.
All the desperation, now he's going victim complex. First, of course, the Asmongold obsession. This is what drives people to Asmongold. You mean the centrist? You mean Asmongold the centrist? Nick, he's obsessed with Asmongold because Asmongold is Asmongold superseded. Okay, quick and dirty. Asmongold lives rent-free in this fucktard's head because Asmongold, without trying, superseded Hassan as being the #1 political streamer on Twitch, and Asmongold didn't even try to be. And Hassan is, to this day, so fucking butthurt that Asmongold, who is a centrist, he knows he's a centrist, did not even try to be a political streamer, and easily blew past Hassan in terms of popularity on Twitch. That's why Asmongold lives rent-free in his head. That's why he's always talking about, well, people go to Asmongold because Asmongold's a centrist. They're not getting diatribes of leftist propaganda. That's basically it.
He destroyed a subreddit that people used to go to figure out what the fuck was going on.
Hey, oh, and sorry, by the way, never mind. I was gonna, never mind. It's, okay. He's trying to say Asmongold and Nick Fuentes have made Twitch a right-wing platform. Bullshit. Asmongold, I don't know about Nick Fuentes, because I don't follow him at all, so I don't know if he's caught any bans. Asmongold caught a fucking 2-week ban for nothing. You've platformed terrorists and screamed on your fucking Twitter, on your Twitch, for your followers to go kill people, and you never caught a fucking ban. So, explain to me again, Hassan, who Dan Clancy's probably under your desk right now licking your inverted dick, how Twitch is a right-wing platform if you can say some of the most heinous shit imaginable and never touch a bat. Explain it to me, Hassan. All right, you can't.
He destroyed a subreddit that people used to go to figure out what the fuck was going on Twitch. Livestream fails. It's unusable now. It's literally owned and operated by one of his orbiters. That's the main mod.
Ah, yes, of course. Twitch, the right-wing platform. The most blatantly right-wing platform on the history of all platforms, guys. Hassan, are you stupid on purpose, or is this a disability? I genuinely need to know what the fuck is wrong with you.
No, he's stupid for money. He's playing to his community. Like he's put overarching, regardless of his politics or his ideologies, he's playing to his community. He's saying all this because to get his people to gift him to do subs and to do donos. Yeah, the son is a big old fucking grifter. I question how much of what he says he actually believes, because realistically, I don't think he believes. He believes less than 25% of what he says. Hassan probably believes less than 25% of what he says, but he keeps saying it because when he says it, people do donos, people do subs, people do bits, and that's money for him. It's all about the fucking money.
You cannot believe anything you're actually saying, dude. Twitch is the most radical, left-wing, terrorist-supporting, anti-Semitic platform to exist, and they absolutely love you. If they were actually right-wing, you would be instantly banned. Like, it wouldn't even be a question. Yeah. But instead, you got Dan
years ago
sucking on your
he would have been banned.
All right, so I would guess they're more left than right. But anyways. But yeah, he also keeps saying shit like, oh yeah, anyone saying Hassan is evil is a Destiny fan. And I think we've debunked this like 1,600 times. We all independently don't like you. We have all, on our own, looked at your clips and decided we actually don't like Hassan. He's a bit extreme here, all right? Destiny.
No. A bit extreme? No. He's a terrorist sympathizer. Let's not sugarcoat it. Hassan is a terrorist sympathizer. He loves terrorism. He believes in the eradication of an entire people. He believes in the eradication of an entire ethnicity, of an entire religion. He advocates for genocide. No, Hassan is a fucking terrorist and a terrorist sympathizer. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Pegasus might. I'm not. He's a fucking terrorist, and he will always be a terrorist.
Actually has nothing to do with it. In fact, we don't like him either, all right? How many times we need to shit on Destiny before you get the message, all right? By the way, this guy just said, people professionally misunderstand me. Sounds like another case of Hamas Piker 5000, the ultimate projector of all time here. Your clips in context is equal to misunderstanding you. When you say K. Rick Scott, yeah, that is misunderstanding you, apparently. You didn't know the context. When he said, murder those mother flippers, right?
Yeah.
The context was that he meant in Minecraft, guys, obviously, even though he didn't say that. The context is that Hassan can actually never be wrong. That is the context. People responded, he destroyed a subreddit. Oh god, what a monster. Destiny and Hassan united in prison love hearts. And we got Destiny, the ultimate soy cock, and Hassan, the ultimate cockroach, together. This would be cinema. This would legitimately be the biggest episode of all time, all right, if we have this go down. Biggest lie ever. Destiny is a lefty. What is Hassan smoking on? No. Destiny, right-wing. Twitch, right-wing. Anyone Hassan disagrees with, right-wing MAGA grifter Nazi.
And he actually said that. He's actually said that in one of his live in one of the like he did a live show or something, or he was like a guest at like at a small like rooftop hippie speaking event or something. He actually said that anyone to the right of his ideology is alt-right. So basically, if you do not agree, if you don't drink the Kool-Aid and kiss the ring of Hassan, in his eyes, you are alt-right. You have to dogmatically goose-step follow everything he says, or you're alt-right. Guess what, Hassan? A lot of fucking people are very proudly alt-right, and if you're going to say that anything that you do not agree with is alt-right, people are going to say, cool. That's me. That's him. It's like he literally is an extremist. He's an extremist. And he should be dealt with by the full force of the law as an extremist.
Is that a fellatio Destiny will not give him.
Well, Tinito, I mean, he's got to be satisfied with Dan doing it instead. Who knows? Maybe his son would prefer a younger set of lips on his inverted baby dick. Who knows? Maybe he's getting tired of the old and he wants the younger, I should say. Who knows?
obviously. I wouldn't unite with either of you. Both of you suck. Only difference is that one is smarter than the other, and that's not you, Hassan. Moving on to Trump calling out influencers and potentially
here we
Hassan
go.
or Destiny here, not really sure. Probably, though, because Elon is definitely aware. Donald Trump Jr. is aware. Trump is almost certainly aware of their existence. He's being shared on all these mainstream news outlets as well. And Hassan is creaming himself at potentially being mentioned here.
Influencers and others in our society who greeted his assassination with sick approval, excuses, or even jubilation. You've heard that. So have I. Couldn't believe it.
He's coming
Some of the very same
influencers.
people who spent the last 8 years.
Dude? Hassan, you dumb fuck. You do know that quote-unquote influencers is not streamers alone, right? You are aware that he's not referring to only streamers because guess what? Lots more people were making some very sick and disgusting TikToks than streamers. My guess is that is who he's referring to when he says influencers. Influencers, literally anyone on social media that has an audience these days. That's what a quote-unquote influencer is. And to his credit, I don't believe Hassan said anything disparaging regarding Charlie Kirk at the time of his death. He did try and make it all about himself, which I'm shock of shocks. Like he got interviewed by a magazine in respect to his passing, or to his murder, I should say. And he made it all about himself, like how I would have debated Charlie Kirk or something. But he didn't speak badly of Charlie Kirk. That is the one fucking thing I can say he was smart enough not to do, is that he didn't speak poorly in regards to the man. Even if he made it all about himself and he capitalized on the murder, but he didn't speak badly about it. There are a fucking lot of people on TikTok that were making absolutely horrendous, disgusting, and vile TikToks and tweets on Twitter that were basically celebrating it. And that was fucking horrid. That is my guess as to whom Trump was referring to when he was saying, quote-unquote, influencers. But of course, because Hassan wants to make this all about himself because he's a fucking narcissistic sociopath, he's ready to dribble in his briefs that Trump may be talking about streamers when he's not. But the very idea of it has him getting a little dribble in his briefs.
Trying to sit in moral judgment of anyone who disagreed with them about politics suddenly started cheering for a murder. Incredible. You know the names. They're major losers, by the way. That will be proven out in a short period of time. Some of the very people who call you a hater for using the wrong pronoun were filled with glee at the killing of a father with 2 beautiful young children. And the same commentators who this week are screaming fascism over a canceled late-night TV show where the anchor had no talent.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck. I hate when I hate. Ooh. Okay, I'm not touching that. I will say that while he was crowing about this, Jimmy Kimmel's back tomorrow. He's back. He's great. Sandwich Will. I think late night talk shows as a whole are dying. People are fucking done with them. But Jimmy Kimmel is back tomorrow. Just so you guys know. No, well, okay, maybe the Sinclair station won't air him Baumage, but he's back on the air tomorrow. And there was a shooting at an ABC studio, ABC 10. I think it was in Sacramento. Yeah, someone shot the ABC 10 Sacramento building. No one was hurt. There were no injuries. But yeah, someone did shoot, like, fire off rounds at the ABC 10 studio, because Kimmel got taken off the air temporarily. But yeah, the news just came out today that, yeah, he's Jimmy Kimmel's back on the air tomorrow. Tuesday the 23rd, just for context if anybody watched this late. Yeah, he's back on the air tomorrow. So, yeah. It's
This week we're implying that Charlie Kirk deserved what happened to him. No side in American politics has a monopoly on disturbed or misguided people.
God.
But there's one part of our political community which believes they have a monopoly on truth, goodness, and virtue, and concludes they have also a monopoly on power, thought, and speech.
I love Donald Trump, Mr. President. I love you so much.
That's not happening anymore. We've turned that corner very quickly. Tragically,
and now we get terroristry. Now we get the terroristry. So now Hassan is going to walk away, and we're going to get chair stream for another, like, 10 minutes. Yeah, well, he did show up, Jack. He got up and left the stream, and now it's a chair stream. He does this all the fucking time. When he can't, when something appears on stream that he doesn't like or can't defend, he gets up and fucking walks away.
Kind that we saw in Utah, of all places, are the eventual
we came back.
consequence of that kind of thinking. If speech is violence, then some are
I
think we're good. I
bound
think
to
we're good. I think
conclude
we're good.
that violence is
We might be
justified.
Wait, is that actually a Trump hat? So Hassan owns
Yeah.
a Trump hat, huh? Imagine this whole thing is like a massive grift, and he's actually like a really hardcore right winger.
It is a massive grift
in the history of human existence.
Pegasus, it is a massive grift. It is. He's doing this all for money. It point blank, this is a grift.
But yeah, he's basically saying that, oh, Trump is going after the influencers, he's going after my free speech here. Hassan be like, it's not fair, I just want to support terrorism in peace, guys. I just want to advocate to kill my enemies in peace. Obviously, my free speech, obviously, it falls.
Oh, no, Namans? I don't think he's pretending to be panicked. I think he's legit panicked because if Dan Clancy goes up in front of Congress and has to explain, because if he goes up in front of Congress for sure is going to bring up Hassan, is going to bring up the fact that Dan Clancy has allowed Hassan to platform terrorists on Twitch and has uttered extremely violent and graphic rhetoric on Twitch. They're going to bring Hassan up. They're probably going to bring up two people. If he goes in front of Congress, if he goes, because again, Dan Clancy may not go. He may go, no, I'm not going. But if he does go, they're going to bring up two people. They're going to bring up Hassan, and they're going to bring up Asmongold. And they might even bring up Tecton. And they're going to grill the fuck out of him why Tectone got banned for absolute bullshit, why Asmongold has been banned for absolute bullshit, but Hassan has never caught a ban for literally screaming for his followers to kill people. That will come up if Dan Clancy actually shows up. I can almost guarantee it.
Under free speech, guys. Hassan and Destiny are two of the most scummiest people ever lived. They deserve each other. Son of the cockroach cell. Who made this? Absolute genius. The true artistic. This is the Mona Lisa of our generation. I'll summarize. Derp Nazi Palestine. Right, so this next part, basically, some liberals are calling out Hassan, saying that, you know, he's going after his own side too much, and that's why they lost the election and Trump won. And he insists that it's just not his fault. Hassan rejects notion that he shits on liberals, says he only focuses on Trump.
Very critical of me, and time again. But he's one of those people that's just like trying to explain to these people, like, please focus on Oh, sorry, Ryan Beard. I did not know that. I forgot that their preferred pronouns are they, them.
Oh, no. You absolute transphobic bigot. How dare you? Cancel Hassan immediately. He did that on purpose. Wrong.
I mean, that's how this is supposed to work, right? He misgendered someone. He didn't use they, them. This is how it works, right? Hassan now should be canceled. I'm waiting, internet. No, these are your rules, internet. These are your rules that if you misgender someone, you are to be canceled. Okay? I'm waiting. You guys are always so fucking eager to eat each other. Here you go, prime target. He just misgendered someone. Let's fucking go.
Wrong pronouns. How disgusting, Hassan. You're obviously a fascist Nazi according to your own logic. I don't know, guys. I wouldn't forgive him.
Okay. Regardless, they're doing that. They're like, hey, man, you know, lock in a little bit. There's like, don't you think that there's a more imminent threat here? And these fucking dipshits are still doing this. I mean, even Ryan's last note here is, I agree that leftists are the main ones that need to focus more on Trump. But I also think that a lot of liberals have been spending way too much time attacking leftists. I think the priorities of both groups have been skewed. I don't fucking do that. I don't do that at all. The reason why I don't do that at all is because that's ridiculous. Of course, I've never stopped focusing on Donald Trump, and I never will stop focusing on Donald Trump. He is the gravest threat. But for people like Destiny, they use it as an opportunity to present it as though to fucking, what do you call it? To shit on the left, to shit on people like myself.
Again, quoting Hassan, let the streets run red with their capitalistic blood. Again, that is a direct quote from Hassan. You want to try again, cum guzzler?
Right. So you're telling me Hassan goes, I don't go after the left guys.
Yes,
I only
Jamie, you
focus
may.
on Trump. Immediately in the same sentence mentions how bad Destiny is, who's on the left. Literally spent the last 6 months going after Ethan Klein, who's another lefty. So Hassan, can you not contradict yourself for about 3 seconds? You know, that's a new achievement for you. Also, there's no problem actually, you know, criticizing people on your own side, obviously, but then don't pretend you don't do it, you know? Yeah, just be honest about it, and don't pretend you don't spend a lot of your time focusing on people like Ethan Klein for absolutely no reason, for disagreeing with you 1% on, you know, on the Israel-Palestine issue, which is basically, you know, common sense, don't support terrorists, right?
Oh, and by the way, leave us not forget, he was scared to debate Ethan. Instead of debating Ethan, he sent a surrogate in his place to debate Ethan. And when his surrogate was supposedly making a quote-unquote good points, Hassan was creaming his fucking panties when his surrogate was saying something that he considered righteous. He was jumping up and down. He was like making muscles, like the fucker was creaming his panties over what his guy was saying. Like, I'm surprised he didn't just fall on the floor and go, oh, God, yes. Like, he's so fucking pathetic. He's so fucking pathetic.
But yeah, Hassan just has to take it there.
Yes, it was Sam Cedar. Yes,
infighting, obviously the other side, right-wingers, are going to win. And then he starts crying about it. Like, come on, bro. You get what you deserve. Right, so then he keeps saying that he is...
No, Sunset, he wears pink lace. And even though that mental image is now going to scar me for the rest of my life, he 100%, he wears pink lace panties. With lots of frills and bows.
He starts crying about it. Like, come on, bro. You get what you deserve. Right, so then he keeps saying that he is like the real liberal and he's like the real lefty who's so much better than all the other lefties because he makes an impact.
I mean, Zach, you're not wrong.
Media spent the last 2 years trashing the only party that could beat him. Once again, none of this actually factors my commentary.
Yes, he did wear a French maid outfit.
Out of all of these parties that are having this back and forth, this conversation, I'm the only motherfucker that went to the DNC. Perhaps there's a reason for why I was invited to the DNC. I'm the only one who actually went.
Lizard.
Don't insult the lizards. Don't insult the lizards by calling Hassan a lizard. I like lizards. They're cute. Don't insult the lizards. Drowner? I don't know. I don't follow that shit, so I have no idea if they kicked him out of the DNC or not. I honestly could not tell you. A streamer we found out about his chat said repeatedly that he needs to disavow, come on. which he responded, no shit.
To the politicians and communicated
they
the anger
kicked
and
him out.
frustration that the people were feeling. I tried to get them to change their messaging. I did my very best to make sure that they did not align in ideology with the right wing.
Hassan, didn't you get kicked out of the DNC? Did this guy really just leave
Yep.
that out and expect his audience, which is dumb as rocks, to completely forget it? I mean, you know, obviously they would. But this is kind of like saying, I'm the only athlete, guys. I actually took part in the race. Yes, I got last place and got disqualified, but I'm the only real runner here, guys. Like, obviously...
Well, she's butthurt because... rational thinking people take one look at him and go, yeah, we don't want to have anything to do with you. Get the fuck out. And so, yeah, he gets butthurt that people don't just bow and scrape and kiss his ring, and that people like with logical thinking minds will actually stand up to him and go, dude, get the fuck out. We want to have nothing to do with you. Canito, I have no idea if he ever ran for office. I've no fucking clue if he did or not.
You know, you're a disgrace to your own party. Nobody likes you, dude. Even they think you're too extreme. Then he actually admits that nobody really cares about him.
But obviously...
Oh, hang on. Leo, I have to comment on this. Leo, Brandon won't tear into him for one very important reason. Hassan is beneath Brandon's notice. Brandon knows that Hassan is a fucking joke. Brandon knows that Hassan cannot articulate any valid points whatsoever, and he's beneath his notice.
I wanna hit Hassan with a claymore filled with sardines and pimento cheese.
Sardines and pimento? God, I can smell that from here. Dear God.
I'm only one person, and nobody gave a shit about my commentary in this regard. I kept calling it out over and over again. I said, this is going to most likely be a dangerous gamble and cause Kamala Harris to lose. And lo and behold, she did lose. So all of these people that were wrong professionally, I cannot understand how they have they have no sense of shame whatsoever that they were professionally wrong, and they still think it was actually somehow my fault.
Right.
Because you did contribute, you dumbass. You are an extremist. You have literally advocated for the genocide of an entire people. And then you stand for Kamala Harris. You're shocked by this? Someone's living in his own fucking dreamland right now. Not that he ever left it, for fuck's sake. And I'm assuming that your screen name is pronounced Kirk with all the numbers. Welcome. I'm glad you've enjoyed my videos, and I hope you like the live version just as much.
So this guy's talking about being professionally wrong, right? So let's just see how right he was about the election, guys, because, you know, Hassan is always right about everything.
It's Carrico. Okay. My apologies. I did not get an A from the 4. I didn't get that. Okay, Carrico. Welcome in.
Right?
I still, however, maintain the position until this day, and I still maintain this position that Kamala Harris will most likely win the election come tomorrow. And this is not just me looking at the polls.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Even though, of course, I have looked at the polls this entire time, but also looking at the vibes. I don't just do poll analysis, I do polls plus vibes. Why do I do this? Well, the reason why I do polls plus vibes is because polls alone
is because you're a dumbass who doesn't understand how the political theater actually works, and you're trying to pretend like you are some kind of genius political pundit that no one is buying. He so desperately wants to. Like, here's the funny thing. he doesn't want to actually be a political pundit. Let me just preface this. He does not actually want to be a political pundit. But he oh so desperately wants people to look at him in that faith. He wants people to look at him and go, this guy's a genius. He's not a political pundit, but he's got his thumb on the pulse of politics and he knows what's what. But he doesn't actually want to be a political pundit because he's fucking wrong all the goddamn time. But he doesn't want people to know that. He doesn't want people to see that. And he still wants to get that dopamine hit by people considering him to be in the same category as a pundit. He's a fucking dumbass dreamer, is what he is.
Are not going to be enough.
I do polls plus vibes, guys. I do polls, you know, the facts and logic plus the vibes. I got the facts and the emotions on my side, and that's why I'm completely fucking wrong about everything.
Devious? I got news for you. They do. They do. It's not commonly known, but yeah. They do. In both areas, front and back. Oh yes, they do. And from what I have heard, it can be apparently enjoyable.
Guys, the vibes being people in my echo chamber, obviously, clearly had absolutely no idea what he was talking about there. Dude, Hassan Piker, the guy who was professionally wrong on a daily basis, is actually talking. Buddy.
Wait. Huh. That just got me idea. Maybe, you know what, chat? Maybe we're looking at this all the wrong way. Maybe we're looking at this the wrong way. Maybe Hassan might calm down and might be able to, you know, get some balance and stop being a terrorist sympathizing asshat that should have been booted off the platform years ago and probably shouldn't be on any platform whatsoever if he just got himself a vibrating butt plug. Just like, you know, slide that little thing up there before stream, turn it on, maybe let his chat control it. You know, that way, you know, when he starts getting too fired up, his chat can go bzz, and zap him, and then go, oh, thank you, chat, oh, thank you. Maybe that's the solution, huh? Maybe, you know what, it could be as simple as that. Hassan's chats. The whatever the fuck you call yourselves. We have found the solution. You need to get Hassan a remote-controlled vibrating butt plug that you guys can control, and every time he starts getting too high up, you just trigger it and let him have a little dribble of a ruin, and it might calm him down. There you go. There you go. We found the solution to Hassan's issues. Hassan community, get on it. Get him a vibrating butt plug or two.
Ha 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 ha, wait, you're serious?
Just admit you have absolutely no idea what is going on. You are not a future predictor.
Oh God.
Dear Hassan, may all of your socks be wet for the rest of your days.
Can't be taking my title here. Yeah, absolute dunce, all right? Do we gotta play the Russia-Ukraine clip again? I think we gotta play the clip again. Play the clip.
We did it successfully. We stopped Vladimir Putin from invading Ukraine. Or maybe...
Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. The nail polish. The hair? Maybe I was a little closer on the nose with the butt plug. This explains the maid outfit. Chat. It's so obvious. Hassan is pretending like he's not trans. Hassan just wants to wear a pretty maid's outfit and be your obedient little maid so she can walk around and dust and bend over and show you her pretty pink panties and go, am I doing good, master? It's so obvious. Hassan, stop denying yourself. Stop denying yourself. Wear the maid dress. Slide the plug in. Embrace it. Embrace it, Hassan. You'll feel better. Granted, all the people that you stand for will want to kill you, but you're in America. You don't have to worry about that, right? You don't have to worry about that the fact that if you wore nail polish like this in the country that you stand for, they would probably stone you to death immediately. You're in America. Embrace your inner girl, Hassan. We know you want to. We know you want to. Stop pretending. You'll feel better about it. I promise.
Successfully, we stopped Vladimir Putin from invading Ukraine. Or maybe that was never gonna fucking happen. Like I said, it was never gonna fucking happen.
Professionally wrong, Hassan Piker, back at it again. This guy is just endless entertainment. It's like a walking factory of constant contradictions, projections, and absolute hypocrisy. It's amazing. It's amazing. Here's Hassan doing exactly that, and he's shitting on liberals.
Democrats, if they were in charge right now, would be doing 100% the exact same thing, 1-to-1. Make no fucking mistake. Anyone who tries to tell you that Kamala Harris will be different is a fucking delusional moron. Do not listen to them, regardless of.
What the fuck was his context? Okay, no, you know what? Never mind. I was gonna ask what his context is. I changed my mind. I don't fucking want to know what the context is. Never mind.
The hypothetical reality where Kamala Harris would not be as bad as Donald Trump, which we have no proof for.
Interesting comment.
Wait. Hold up. Was he saying that Kamala Harris would be as bad or worse than Trump? What? Okay. So basically, at that time, the wind was blowing in a direction where supporting Kamala Harris wouldn't have earned him enough money. That's what it was. At the time he recorded those, the wind was blowing in a direction where supporting Kamala Harris was like his community did not approve, and thus he wouldn't have made money, so he went against her. That's it. I think that's it. It is just, he is like, okay, at that moment she was viewed in a bad light, so he's like, okay, I hate Kamala Harris now. Cool, you'll give me money, right?
By Hassan once again. Then he continues ranting about Destiny, saying he only exists to spite him
for the longest time, and you don't fully understand what his worldview is. The easiest summarization of this, of course, is that he just despises me with his entire soul and will go to any.
Join the club. Hassan has no idea how many hundreds of thousands of people despise him. Absolutely despise him. It ain't just Destiny, gamer.
Length to try to either deplatform me.
Oh,
I heard a song by Don P. Bongwater that says,
"Oh God,
Hassan is gay and lusts after Tectone and Asmongold. It's accurate as fuck."
Asmongold lives rent-free in his head, so, maybe he's got a maybe he's got a fetish for the old dirty bastard trope in hentai. And Asmongold fits the bill for him. Maybe that's it. He claims to love anime. If he loves anime, he loves hentai, and maybe Asmongold is his, dirty old man fetish.
Or have me killed. I mean, he has actually issued threats against me in the past. Only a month ago, as a matter of fact.
And you've issued threats too, Hassan.
And you
Fuck
still
off.
defend him. I mean, just last video, this guy was defending Destiny's right to advocate political violence against conservatives, calling it free speech.
Do you think everything he said is covered by free speech? Yes, I do. Not the death threats against you, though. What do you mean? No, ultimately, I think like everything that Destiny is trying to say.
No, he's trying to run cover for himself. He's only saying this because he himself has issued death threats. So he's trying to erroneously set some kind of a quote-unquote precedent that he believes in free speech and he thinks that issuing death threats is covered by free speech, ignoring, of course, the fact that it's not. So yeah, he's only saying this because of what he has said. The multiple times he has called for people to be killed by his community. That's the only reason why I'm saying he's desperately trying to run cover for himself by saying, "Oh yeah, what Destiny said, yeah, that's covered by free speech." Yeah.
Here is obviously very clearly everything that he's saying here is incisive deliberately.
Even though Destiny threatened his life. Like, this guy is so unhinged. Literally anything that supports his side, he will take it up, right? And then now he's going after Destiny. I just don't understand this guy at all. Moving on to Destiny.
Yeah, Moose. I mean, that's what Twitch has become known for by, like, the quote-unquote normies. Twitch has become known as the site that platforms a terrorist sympathizer. Unfortunately, that's why he needs to fucking go. If Twitch has a chance in fucking hell of becoming a legitimate, respectable streaming platform again, you have to get rid of Hassan, and you have to get rid of all of his orbiters that share his rhetoric. You have to, they all have to be booted off the platform. If Twitch has a chance in fucking hell of becoming a respectable streaming platform before and getting advertisers back again. Advertisers will not come back until Hassan and all of his orbiters are gone. And yeah, to do that, Dan Clancy needs to go. The only way that's going to happen is if Dan Clancy and everyone beneath him is fired. Dan Clancy, everyone in the upper echelons of Twitch, and everyone in the moderation team, every fucking one of them, fired. Do a sweeping extermination of employment for all of them. Bring in people that know what the fuck they're doing. That is the only chance Twitch has to try and reclaim something of a semblance of a respectable streaming platform. Because right now, it's a platform known to house a terrorist sympathizer. Until that until you get rid of Dan Clancy, everyone below him, Hassan, and all of his orbiters that are advocating for terrorism, it's not going to happen. And advertisers not going to come back. And so Twitch is not going to be able to make money because they're trying to make, Twitch is trying to be, make 60% of their business profits off of advertising. It's not going to happen as long as you have Dan Clancy, Hassan, and everyone associated with them still on board.
Is demonetization. Now, last time we talked about how it was potentially getting permabanned on YouTube, probably for advocating violence against conservatives.
Yeah.
And now we got an update. Destiny confirms that his channel's demonetization period is for 90 days, and he can reapply after that period.
Random email, I think 2 days ago, before I went out 3 days ago. When was my event? On the 18th, saying that my YouTube channel, they reviewed it and they said that it was not on the safety creator guidelines for the whole channel. I don't know what that means. I've never gotten an email like that before. So they said that it's ineligible for monetization and I can try to.
Yeah. Finally, YouTube is waking up and going, maybe we shouldn't be platforming people that are advocating political violence. Bravo, YouTube. You did one fucking thing right. Congratulations.
To reapply in 90 days. I don't know what that means. I don't know if we can. I think August is looking into appealing it, but
I've been told my channel's demonetized and I can apply for an appeal in 90 days. How do you not know what that means, you fucking psycho? It's literally spelled out. You can apply for monetization again in 90 days. Pretty fucking simple. If you can't figure that out, then maybe a streaming career is not, or maybe a content creation career is not for you if you can't figure out that literal one sentence.
We recently reviewed your channel and found it is in violation of our creator responsibility guidelines. I don't even know what that means. And they didn't like list a particular video or anything. So I'm hoping it was just like a mass report or whatever.
I just love how Destiny is still incredibly confused. How could this happen to me, guys? What did I even do? I just said I wanted to eliminate half the country, but they demonetized me? Yeah, dude, you just can't be serious with these people, dude. Anyways, we'll see what happens. 90 days does feel like a slap on the wrist for something so extreme like that. Not to mention the other like PDF file type shit this guy has said and done as well. Also, some people are saying that it's just going to escalate from here and the 90-day demonetization is going to get extended. I guess it depends on his behavior during this period. Can he not be unhinged for 2 seconds? We'll see. But it does seem like a lot of people have got their eyes on Destiny and Hassan now, and they're slowly getting cooked, right? So Destiny was effing around and finding out. By the way, 90 days of Destiny's YouTube revenue is probably...
No, they're not going to add him back on his monetization, and the next step is they will permaban him. Depending on what he does in the next 90 days, I think YouTube may be just looking for an excuse to permaban him at this point. So if he does anything, they will probably permaban him. That would not surprise me. And yeah, he's got to change his tune real quick. I don't think he can. Destiny is more mentally unhinged than Hassan is. As hard as that is to believe, Destiny is basically going. He is on that knife's edge of full-blown psychosis. He is right fucking there. It's only going to take a little nudge to basically tip him over into a full-blown psychotic break. I imagine it's probably going to happen in the near future.
Probably a shit ton of money because he actually does get a ton of views as well. People responded, it means he's fricked. Destiny should be aware that we will have our alarm set for 90 days time so we can get him demonetized again. I don't even know if it was other people getting him demonetized. I'm pretty sure it's just YouTube looking at it and going, yeah.
I mean, Gray Matter, his son is a hold. I mean, it kind of shows you just how fucked up Destiny is that his own son went the extreme polar opposite and went literal Nazi. Because yes, Destiny's son, who is like 14 or 15 years old, is a self-proclaimed Nazi. He actually says that he is a Nazi. Destiny's kid has actually said openly he is a Nazi. Like, if that doesn't tell you just how fucked up Destiny is as a human being, that he turned his son into a fucking Nazi, I don't know what is. And Destiny is not acting like he gives a fuck. It's not like Destiny's like, holy shit, my son is a Nazi. Maybe I should address this as a parent. No, he doesn't fucking care. He's so up his own fucking ass that he does not give a fuck. And he's just like, okay, my son's a Nazi now. Well, that happened.
We don't like this guy because, you know, he's doing stuff against our TOS. He should be thankful he hasn't been completely suspended. Celebrating assassinations and advocating for more certainly isn't within YouTube's guidelines. And to think his viewers actually believe he has no idea what this means. Lamau Destiny Karma arc is fun. Imprison Destiny.
Yep.
This might be the most legendary picture. Can we like, I'm gonna make this my wallpaper, dude. Oh my god. But then I have to see this fucking cockroach every time. So, okay, maybe not, guys. Maybe it was a mass report. Maybe it was your own words. I'm more inclined to believe the second one. Anyways, let's see how Destiny changed his behavior. Continues to be edgy about Charlie Kirk.
There we go.
When he died, he fed an entire village full of vampires because so much blood came out of his neck. Truly a hero, even in his passing.
Like, this is the egregious shit. He did this for those girls that died in the floods in Texas. Like, he thinks he's some kind of fucking edgelord.
Cockroach looked like Hassan.
Because it was Hassan, Colonel. That was the joke. Somebody did the meme. That the cockroach was Hassan. Yeah, he thinks he's such a fucking edgelord. He's doing this about Charlie Kirk, like, oh, I thought we could make jokes again. And he said that when basically he basically made fun of the girls from the Christian camp that lost their wives in the Texas flood several months ago. He actually, I thank God I can't even remember what the joke was, but he actually made like a really bad quote unquote joke where it was like something about NordVPN. Like he was saying like, I guess they died because they weren't using NordVPN. By the way, use NordVPN code Destiny to get money off or something like that. Like it was like she was making fun of children that died in a flood. What kind of fucking sick piece of shit makes fun of a group of young girls that were part of the camp that died in a flood? And by the way, he didn't wait either. It was shortly after that the news came out that they had lost their lives due to getting swept up in the flood. It was very shortly after that he decides to tweet out this quote unquote joke and act like he's, giving away codes with NordVPN. Like, he's not a fucking edgelord. He is a pathetic piece of shit who is such a fucking psychopath, he turned his own son into a goddamn Nazi. He needs to be locked up in a mental asylum. Destiny needs to literally be taken into custody and be secured in a mental asylum because he is not well. He is a sick and twisted individual and should not be amongst normal people.
Classic Destiny. Why did I get demonetized, guys? Anyways, Destiny responded to Hassan about uniting with him. Destiny nukes...
Moss, not only did NordVPN post something denouncing the post, they actually said we are looking into taking legal action against Destiny as well. It wasn't just simply, no, we didn't say this, we denounced this. It's, not only did we not say this, we're talking to our lawyers because it's fucking lawsuit time. Now, whether or not they're proceeding with the lawsuit, I don't know. But they said, but what they put out to the general public was, we are in consultation with legal counsel on what actions we can take moving forward.
Any potential Hassan bridge says Trump taking action on leftists like him would be a godsend. Also says Piker is controlled opposition.
Seems that
oh,
Destiny
for fuck's sake.
Was actually demonetized on YouTube. Okay, so what ended up happening is what he was trying to do to me for years and
MAGA, make asylums great again.
Yeah. Yeah. Bring asylums back. Make asylums a thing again. Let's start there. Let's just start with make asylums a thing again.
Years and years has, with his own allies, as a matter of fact, partially because of his own fucking allies and their endless interest in aligning with fucking fascist Republicans who want to take out.
Just as a heads up, any dipshit on my subreddit that's talking about how Hassan is like an ally now, or we need to unite or whatever bullshit. No, the Trump admin taking out people like this, would be a dream godsend for us. People like Hassan are these are the controlled opposition that liberals have to deal with relating to the Republican Party. They would never,
for God's sake. Hassan says anybody that doesn't agree with him is right-wing. Destiny says anyone that doesn't agree with him is right-wing. Just fucking lock them both up. Lock them both up in the asylum. They're both just fucking done. They're both cooked.
Seriously come after or harm any of Hassan's platforms because people like Hassan are a godsend to the conservative movement because they represent zero threat whatsoever to the Republican Party because they're politically completely and utterly ineffective. And the only people that they can manage to do is damage their side. Right? Tankies, ML, socialists, these guys never hurt Republicans because the only bad thing they'll say about Republicans will be a both sides argument. So whatever bad things they'll say about Republicans, they'll say about Democrats even more. All the pro-Pally people weren't protesting the Republicans. All the pro-Pally people weren't protesting the Republican National Convention. They were all protesting Democrats.
Aye.
So this Hassan's like desperate attempt to like cast his lot in with me while simultaneously trying to pretend that he's like a huge target for these guys. I remember saying that.
Oh my god, this is amazing. I mean, I don't know who to root for here. It's two people I severely dislike.
I do. Root for everyone else that is basically dogpiling on both of them and saying lock them both up. That's who you root for. Don't root for either of them. Root for the sane people outside of these little bubbles going, shut them the fuck down, put them in a facility, and to get and get them the mental help that they are so obviously screaming for.
Like just destroying each other. Cinema. Absolute cinema. Also, yes, Destiny. I agree. Trump should totally go after Hassan and put him in prison. Also, yes, Hassan, I agree. Destiny should not have a career. I agree with both of you. I'm a Destiny and Hassan fan now, guys. Dude, if I'm gonna be honest,
they did. Okay,
Destiny
Colonel. I didn't think they would, honestly.
Drive an insane amount of people to the right because they watch these guys and go, oh my god, they are so disgusting and unhinged. I want the opposite of whatever this is, right? So it's basically their own fault that they're losing, right? Then Destiny calls him out for supporting terrorism.
The audacity of him to try to showcase this as me being a Nazi, which, like, nobody thinks this. Nobody in my audience, nobody thinks that we're Nazis. Nobody in my audience are like, oh yeah, Nazi Destiny.
No, I think you're a psychopath. Your kid is the one that's a Nazi, you dumb fuck. Your kid is the one that has professed in online interviews that he is a card-carrying Nazi. Your kid has done that. I think you are just a fucking psychopath that should not be out amongst the normal, like, sane people. Okay? So no, I don't think you're a Nazi. I think you're just a fucking psychopath that loves to suck off guys. That's what I think you are.
Meanwhile, he thinks that this is, like, comparable to...
Wait! I just got it. I just fucking got it. I know, I understand now why they say Destiny's a Nazi. He gave a colloquially speaking, not an actual, but he basically gave a white supremacist a blowjob, got nutted in his mouth, and so he absorbed the white supremacy goo juice, and that turned him into a white supremacist, and that made him a Nazi. That's why people think he's a Nazi, because he absorbed the white supremacy goo juice from blowing Nick Fuentes. There's the answer. We have our answer. Now we know why people call him a Nazi. There we go, chap. The mystery has been solved. There we go. He received that white supremacy injection orally. Thank you, Droner.
Worse than him watching terrorists doing terrorism and him being like, these guys are awesome and based.
Even his audience is aware of it. You know what I mean?
Dude, I love that little Hassan soundbite at the end, immediately disagreeing with Destiny. The ultimate regard battle right here. They are literally two sides of the same coin, so similar, yet they feel like they are so different, but actually they're like, pretty much if like
they feel like they're special.
Cell went the other way, you'd turn from Destiny into Hassan, I feel like. A lot of what Destiny is saying in this video is actually more accurate towards himself. Conservatives and Republicans constantly farm his content, especially when he mocks people dying. They're using him to show how bad the left is, and he doesn't even realize it. I mean, true, but also everybody's farming Hassan as well because he just supports terrorism, right? So both of them pretty much. Does Destiny not realize he's literally just a white Hassan? Can we stop pretending this guy isn't white? Can we stop, like, Schrodinger's Turk over here is apparently brown, guys. He experiences so much racism, guys. He's so brown. Brother, nobody can tell. Tinfoil hat theory. Hassan is former or current intelligence asset. Once again, Destiny, you finished creating the monster that is Hassan. You completed Chank's dirty work. Destiny literally birthed this guy. It sucks. It's weird Destiny and Hassan aren't friends. They're both basically the same person. They were.
If Destiny and Hassan were partners in a three-legged race, neither one would want to be on the right, so they'd lose by default.
Oh, that is... Damn, Leo, that's good. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I didn't think of that one myself. That is fucking good, Leo. I like that one. Leo? If you have a Twitter, you need to post that on Twitter. You need to post that joke on Twitter if you have an account. That was good. That was really good.
But their egos are both so massive, I guess they got in some conflict. Anyways, Destiny responded to his clip advocating violence. Basically, he tries to backtrack because his YouTube is getting cooked now. Clarifies his remark about Charlie Kirk and conservatives.
Oh, clarify.
This is an incredibly horrifying event. The first instinct is seeing a...
Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to move for a second, and Twitch chat, I'm going to make you disappear for a second. Look at him. Look at how slovenly he appears. His clothes don't look like they fit him. Like, let me back this up a little bit. Look at how he appears.
YouTube is getting cooked now.
Hang on. Just look
his remark about
just
Charlie
watch
Kirk and
him.
conservatives.
When I saw Charlie Kirk get shot, this is an incredibly horrifying event. The first instinct is seeing a colleague getting killed is always an incredibly, it's hard to explain,
What is he on? He has got to be on something. He's tweaking. He's fucking tweaking right now.
Hey Hassan, destiny is maybe your future Hassan, so if you don't like that, well, it may actually be too late for you, Hassan, so keep watching what may be your destiny future self Hassan.
Like, his clothes don't seem to fit him properly, and he is fucking tweaking. The times I've seen Destiny before, usually from about the shoulders on up, the way he's bouncing his leg, he is fucking tweaking like hell right now.
the very weird feeling, the very not good feeling you get watching it, number one. And then number two, there's like obviously this fear of, well, is this going to happen to me or somebody else that I know, who, a close friend or whatever else at an event. These are like horrifying things.
There was no one talking.
When I see a leader go on stage and stoke the flames, it makes it feel to me like the other side is not taking the violence seriously, like it's just a joke or a game. And the statement that I made, if you watch the full statement, I say this exactly, right? That like people need to be afraid
Holy
of the possibility
fuck is he
of us going
tweaking?
to civil war. And right now it feels like conservatives just have no fear of political
Holy
violence.
shit!
Destiny gotta be top 10 most delusional people on the planet. So
He is
a
tweaking
conservative
like
gets
fucking
shot,
crazy
but
in that clip.
Conservatives have no fear of political violence. Brother, what the fuck are you actually on? Also, I love how this guy's like, oh yeah, it's so horrific, man. Isn't this the same cuck that has been laughing about it this entire time? Literally just made a joke about the amount of blood spurting from his neck or whatever. Literally just made fun of Charlie's grieving wife as well. So I assume what is happening here is that he's scared of his YouTube channel being taken down and him finally facing some consequences. So he's trying to walk it back, saying, I don't advocate violence, guys, because I don't know, those statements were pretty clear to me.
Because again, more people are interested in shouting at me to disavow some, whatever shooter, and have no interest in telling Donald Trump to issue statements saying all of us need to calm it down. If Biden was the president right now, and I, saw the same shooting happen, and Biden came on TV and he was like, these radical MAGAs are out here stirring up trouble all the time, I'd be like, bro, you need to chill out. You're gonna get me killed. This is absolutely.
Yeah, bearing in mind when he was on the Piers Morgan show, he refused to say anything about calm down until Trump actually came out and publicly said everybody needs to calm down. He literally said over and over again when the panelist on Pierce's show was calling out saying you have an audience of tens of thousands that you could be telling to calm the fuck down. He refused, saying, I will not say a fucking thing until Trump comes out on national TV and says to cool the temperature. That's what Destiny's thing is. Yeah, and he's trying to go, I'm just a YouTuber. What am I gonna do? And this woman is pointing out, you have tens of thousands of people on your streams every fucking day. You have a voice that you could be using to calm the rhetoric down. It's like, I'm just a YouTuber. When Trump comes out and says something, then maybe I'll think about doing it. It's like, she is a fucking psychopath. Destiny is absolutely a fucking psychopath.
Insane. It's unhinged. And the fact that all of the Republicans are applauding along and saying things like civil war and stuff, and it's like, it feels like, like there's no fear there. Like people need to be afraid of a civil war, of any kind of fight like this. It's not good. It's not fun. It's not romantic or sexy like it is in movies. And I feel like that fear doesn't.
By the way, notice that they have to have a cop standing right here. You notice this? They have a cop standing here during Destiny's little presentation.
exist at all on the right now. I'm not saying that people need to kill people on the right or people need to go and commit violence. I'm just saying that all of us should have a healthy fear of what like a violent political future looks like. And I think for the most part, we've all lived a privileged enough life to not see that as much in the United States, although we've been tending a lot more in that direction recently.
Yeah, I'm not saying we should kill people on the right,
he tweaked
guys,
out.
but here's a bunch of clips of me saying it. Yep, this guy is literally Hassan, but just a different flavor of moron, I guess. Also, I just don't get this logic. Destiny's moral compass is based on Trump, it seems. So if you ask Destiny, why did you laugh at people dying? He goes, well, did you see what Trump did on X day? If Trump is so bad, why don't you show that you're above him? You're a good person, a better person, and not actually be that bad. But instead, he tries to be worse. He tries to be as bad, if not worse, than his perceived political enemies here. And any reasonable, neutral person comes in and he just looks.
Yeah, meaty. I don't think TDS is too easy. I legit think that Destiny is suffering from significant, like, legit delusions. Destiny is severely mentally ill. And I do think this may be compounded by illicit substances, too. Because during that whole speech, he was fucking tweaking. He was tweaking fucking hard. Now, was it tweaking on like something like Adderall, or was he tweaking off of something like coke or meth? I don't fucking know. But he was tweaking hard. So he not only has severe mental health issues that should probably facilitate him getting inpatient care, but he's also probably a drug addict. Yeah, I would say he's probably he is definitely doing some kind of illicit drugs, possibly in conjunction with alcohol, but he has all the issues right now. He's got mental health issues, he's got substance abuse issues, like he has all the fucking issues right now. And he needs to be locked up into a secure mental health facility and detox and get treatment. He absolutely needs to get treatment, because like, I don't know what it's gonna. He's on that precipice of going psycho.
The TDS is so strong with this one that even I, Darth Vader, is creeped out by Destiny.
Well, as I said, Jersey, I don't think it's simply TDS. It may be mixed in there. Sure, it might get mixed in there, but he is on the precipice of a psychotic break. Between the mental health issues, between what is probably drug abuse, like significant drug abuse, he is on the brink of a psychotic break.
Looks at Destiny being completely unhinged, and he's like, okay, this guy's a loony. He needs to be arrested. Moving on to disgraced loser streamer, Mizkif, making fun of Charlie's death, and then crying about getting banned for it, even though it's against TOS.
I think that Charlie Kirk's death was definitely a death, for sure. It definitely happened. I saw the video. I saw the extended version of that video. He was definitely dead.
This is why Hassan's going out of business.
It's because my take's right there.
They need to come here for the truth.
Hey, it's true, chat. He actually died. What? I straight up watched the video. He actually died. I'm not even kidding you. He's dead. Am I getting banned for that take? But yeah, I'm glad he's dead. I'm just kidding.
No, look at her face. When he says that, look at her face. Hang on, I'll pause it right when he says it.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
And that's why he caught a 2-hour ban. Hendrix Mitskiff has been around for a while. He has been around for a while. Nobody gives a fuck about him anymore. But again, bearing in mind, he caught a ban for 2 hours. That was his ban. It was a 2-hour ban, and then he was banned. And he bitched about it, apparently, the whole time. So, yeah. Like, and he should have received a more pressing ban. Like, where? I don't fucking know. Honestly, like, no, you know what? No, let me backtrack on that. No, because realistically, I'm trying to think of how that is a violation of TOS. This is going to sound bad, but if that was the extent of what caused his ban, of him simply saying, I'm glad he's dead, if that is the extent of the commentary that resulted in his ban, chat, you're not going to like this, but I'm not so sure that that was ban-worthy. Just simply saying, I'm glad he's dead, I don't think that was ban-worthy by TOS standards. Was it despicable as fuck? Yes. Absolutely despicable to go, I'm glad someone's dead because he talked and had an opinion. Like, despicable as fuck. Make no mistake. And I hope anybody that actually watched the stream heard that and went, yeah, fuck this, I'm out. But legitimately, I don't think it was a TOS ban. I don't. Him just saying, I'm glad someone is dead is not I don't think that fits into a TOS violation at all. It's, yeah, it completely breaks basic human decency, and he's a piece of shit for it. But yeah, he wasn't advocating for it. He wasn't, telling people to do more. It's legitimately, it wasn't bannable. Honestly. As fucked up as that sounds, it wasn't by TOS standards. And E4 Mafia, thank you for the gifted.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Or am I? No, I'm kidding. Am I? I don't. No, I'm just kidding. Are you kidding?
I don't think it's sponsors being involved wouldn't have any bearing either. The sponsors could have dropped him if it was during a sponsor segment. The sponsors could drop him, but it's still not ban worthy. It's my guess. Yeah, and Zeb, that's where I was going. My guess is maybe he got mass reported when he said that. A lot of people mass reported hate speech or violent speech or something, and Twitch's auto mod or Twitch's AI may have banned him because of mass reporting, and that may have been why they retracted it. Let's see. Alright, so Twitch purpose targeted harassment, hateful conduct, or encouraging harm against others, even the person spoken about is deceased, saying, I'm glad person's dead is considered celebrating violence or death, which Twitch expressly disallows. Okay. Okay. So I am incorrect. That is a direct violation of Twitch's TOS.
It ain't just Destiny and Piker that doesn't prove themselves better. All political morons are drunk on hypocrisy.
This is very true. This is very true, Riel. But I'm going to point out, number one, if he caught a ban for that, which is black and white, saying I'm glad so-and-so is dead, is considered a violation, and he actually caught a ban. Granted, it was only a 2-hour ban. Why hasn't Hassan been afflicted by the same TOS violations that he has done over and above and beyond and in spades? Again, once again, pointing out the fact that Twitch has an extreme bias, and a bias when it comes to mischief too. Because I'm guessing the auto mod probably triggered, and then Dan Clancy said, oh, he's following our politics. We hate Charlie Kirk too, so we're going to unban him after 2 hours. So again, he was a victim of the auto mod, but as soon as it happened, maybe he contacted his rep or something, and Dan immediately went, oh, I'm so sorry, that was an auto mod. We'll fix that right away. You follow the correct politics. We're going to unban you instantaneously.
You're kidding, right? Is this a dream of yours?
Alex,
is he dead?
Give him another one. Give us another one of your jokes quick. Something that could possibly be worse.
I have a plan to just tweet in like 6 months from now, Charlie Kirk is dead.
Chat, help! Somebody help us!
Yo, what's up?
Pluto, I didn't do anything wrong. Why did I get banned?
Because of the Charlie Kirk stuff.
Wait, what'd I say?
The guidelines
What did I say? Fuck
glorifying,
you!
endorsing, or expressing approval of a person's past or current traumatic events, and you said some things in a VOD, I don't know if it was yesterday or when it was, that was basically making light of his death.
Pluto, literally everyone does that for everything on Twitch. What?
I mean...
No. Everyone on Twitch is not saying, I'm glad he's dead, you cum guzzler. Shut the fuck up with that bullshit. You self-entitled ass hat.
Apparently across the line when you talked about how you're glad he's dead.
I didn't. I was making a small joke.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah, and then you went on to say, you know, I'm kidding, or am I kidding, or am I? You know, like you kind of...
Bro, you've got to be kidding me, Pluto. In the middle of my sponsor, really?
Gotcha, bitch!
Like, is this serious? Why am I getting banned? Dude,
E4 Mafia, thank you for 5 more gifteds. Thank you so very much. Well, and again, the sponsor part of it means nothing. Yeah, I do hope his sponsors dropped him. I do hope after this, Miss Kid's sponsors went, yeah, go fuck yourself, we're out, and dropped him for it.
Twitch, man. Fuck this bullshit. Why'd I get banned during a sponsor? Are they serious?
Cry harder.
Yeah, that's just
Oh,
crazy how
cry
you can
harder,
go from
Miss Kiff.
laughing and joking to crying about it instantly. And
Keep
like,
crying,
what
you
kind
little
of
bitch.
entitled rant is that? I was in the middle of a sponsor. Then why'd you talk about Charlie? If you want to laugh about it, do it offline or do it with your friends or whatever the hell, right? You broke TOS on stream. You got the consequences for your actions. I mean, what a dumbass. Now, Hassan responded because Miskiff actually called him out.
Immediate response. Hassan's still not banned, by the way. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
A fucking joke? No, because Vic played when I was driving. They fucking banned me during my sponsor. They take, and Hassan gets banned on his day off, and they ban me live. I'm in the middle of my sponsor. Wait, what the why is he bringing me up? Yeah, dude.
Because you're a piece of shit that is platform terrorist and has actually screamed for violence against others in graphic depiction. Yes, I'm going to keep saying this. And you have actually called for the death of a sitting U.S. representative on your fucking stream, and you did not get fuck all except for a great occasional on your day off ban when Twitch gets too much fucking heat. That's why he called you out. It doesn't make Miskip did any fucking better, but dude, you're a fucktard. Expect this.
Dude, I'm very careful about this sort of stuff. That's the reason why they have
bullshit.
to go all the way back to like 2018
bullshit.
to be like, see, he was violent or some shit.
Yeah, Hassan is very careful, guys. More like Dan Clancy is sucking you off under the
Thank
table.
you,
buddy. Like, come on.
Ray.
Dude, I can't believe Hassan is brainwashing his audience into thinking that he never violates TOS and he actually plays ball or whatever the fuck he said last time, where he's like, yeah, guys, I'm actually...
No, Mars, Hassan is not careless. Hassan doesn't give a fuck because he knows he won't suffer consequences. He is literally the spoiled little rich kid in a myriad of ways. He is the spoiled little rich kid because he's Kenneth's fucking cunt nephew. And he's got Dan Clancy under his desk on a daily basis licking his inverted cock. And so he knows he won't suffer any consequences for what he says. So it's not carelessness. He just knows that he never suffers consequences. There's a big fucking difference between that.
very careful. I read the TOS daily, actually. Make sure not to violate it. Like, shut the hell up. Now, I don't know much about Miskiff. Just seems like a loser based on that lone interaction right there. Whining about the consequences of his own actions there. So ICC responds calling out the double standards.
Dude, when Hassan gets banned, brother, they ask his earliest convenience. Dude, when is your next day off? And he brags about it too. Yo, when Hassan says the wildest shit, it's, yo, dude, when's your next day off? We got you 11:43 a.m. We got you. Unbanned the next day before morning coffee.
Yeah, Twitch when Hassan gets banned. Dear Mr. Piker, would you like to reserve your dinner appointment for 7 p.m. Sunday? We'll be sure to coordinate with you on your quote-unquote ban. Hardy har har. These idiots think it's an actual ban, but we're actually having
for Mafia again. Thank you so much.
Also, Hassan.
Right wing, as far as I'm concerned, both are attached to the same friggin' bird.
Schedule the massage with Twitch CEO Dan Clancy at 10 p.m. Please arrive naked. Thank you. Now click this video for some free ice cream, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, whatever you want. Mango. We got all the flavors. All right. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Oh my goodness. That was a long one. I did go ham on that one, didn't I? Oh boy. Yeah, that went so much longer than I anticipated. But it went so long because I had a lot to say. I had a lot to say. I yap. That's why I started a little bit early. I'm a yapper. Chat, I know. You're shocked by this. This is what I do. And I will call up the bullshit every fucking time I see it. Trust in that.